In this video, I'm going to talk about how to find good sources once you're already onto something. So I'm going to call that following the rabbit trail to find a good source. So here I am in the FEIS database, the U.S. Forest Service fire effects and information system, and I looked up ponderosa pine. So I was looking at the fire regime history of ponderosa pine. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to fire effects, or let's see, fire ecology. And so I start reading and I say ponderosa pine is fire resistant, and it starts talking about what that means, and it refers to different resources, reference numbers in the citation down below. And so if I look at one of those, I can find the source that they got that information from, like this Swetnam 1996 Historical Fire Regime Patterns in the Southwest United States since AD 1700. Because remember, the FEIS website is a good source, but it is not a primary source. So I have to go to the primary sources to find the information. So what I can do then is I can highlight the name of that article, copy it, and I could go to my library's database, which I tried to do here, and I copied that in to the search bar under JSTOR, and it did not actually come up with that article. So I'm like, oh, that's too bad. And so, but it does come up with other articles that might be interesting. Montane rattlesnakes and fire. So because that didn't hit any results, I could try another database, or just for kicks, I'm going to just try Google, and not even Google Scholar, but I could do Google Scholar as well. And I put that in, and ta-da, look at that, it comes up. It actually just has it in Google. So I can open the article right here, a PDF, and I can save it, read it, cite it, etc. So that's one way of following the rabbit trail. Another way might be to do the same thing with a scientific article. So if I was looking at this article on mule deer, I might say, I'm going to go down to the list of sources and see if there's any articles here that sound relevant to what I'm studying. Now, this is a wildlife particular one. It's not on ponderosa pine ecology. But if there was one, I might do the same thing. I might highlight the title, put it in my database search, or put it in Google Scholar, do a search, and see if I can find the original work. So this is just a good way of following the rabbit trail. Remember, these references are here as a reference for you, so that you then can look up some of the same information that the author of this article found. And that can be an excellent way to minimize the hours spent trying to find keywords that are relevant to whatever your study is. Once I find an article from here, like this person's article on historical fire regimes, I've read that and I'm like, okay, well, that was interesting. Guess what? They're going to have a reference section at the end too. I can do the same thing, and I can keep following this trail. And sometimes you'll find articles this way that wouldn't come up with just a keyword search. Okay, good luck.